Hi, this is Cliff Saunders again, and you're here because you're interested in how brain reprogramming actually works. So, let me explain how it does. When we have plans to do something, say move my hands around, those plans of action are stored here in the front of my head. This part here of the brain is called the prefrontal cortex, right here. And that's where plans are stored. Now, if I want to update those plans, it turns out what you have to do is use your hands to update your plans. How does that work? Well, right next to the prefrontal cortex is a band of tissue, also on the top of the cortex, called the motor cortex. And the motor cortex is the part of my brain that actually gets me to tap right above where those neurons are to make them tap. So that's where the neurons are to make my hands actually work. And what happens is those neurons share neural pathways with the prefrontal cortex. What does that mean? It means that when you do things and manipulate things with your hands, what you are actually doing is you're actually allowing the prefrontal cortex to update the maps that it's using to judge reality. And that's how this method works. We are upgrading the plans in the prefrontal cortex using our hands. So let's just look at this in a slightly different way. Here is your brain, and here's your eye. So you're looking that way. And here is your prefrontal cortex. This is where your plans hang out. And here is the motor cortex, right next to it. This is where your hands are. And so when you move your hands, what you're actually doing is you're influencing the prefrontal cortex. And that's how the method works. We make our participants touch physical things, and the feedback has the effect of updating the plans. And that's why we say, hands update plans.